He was once a kid so poor, his family couldn't always afford dinner. He was diagnosed with a heart condition at 15 that could have ended his career before it even started. He scored more goals than almost anyone in the history of the sport. He's won 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions Leagues, and conquered every corner of European football. But there's one trophy that has never touched his hands. And in 2026, at 41 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo gets one final chance to complete the impossible. This is the story of the boy from Madeira and why this World Cup might be the most important 90 minutes of his entire life. Before the mansions, before the private jets, before his name became a global brand worth billions. Cristiano Ronaldo was just a skinny kid running around the streets of Funchal, a small island off the coast of Portugal most people couldn't even find on a map. His father worked as a kit man for a local club, earning barely enough to support the family. His mother once considered aborting him because they couldn't afford another child. Think about that for a second. The greatest goal scorer many of us will ever watch almost never existed. But football found him anyway. And what happened over the next 3 decades is one of the most remarkable stories in sports history. Today, we're tracing that entire journey, from those dusty streets of Madeira, through the trophies, the heartbreaks, and finally to what could be his last dance on the World Cup stage. At just 12 years old, Ronaldo left home. He moved hundreds of miles away from his family to join Sporting Lisbon's academy. Sleeping in a dorm room with boys from all over the country, homesick and desperate to prove himself. Coaches at the academy have said he trained obsessively, often staying on the pitch long after everyone else had gone home. He wasn't the most naturally gifted kid there, but he outworked everyone. Then came a terrifying moment. At 15, doctors discovered his heart was racing abnormally fast, a condition that could have ended his career on the spot. He underwent surgery to fix it. Most teenagers would have been shaken. Ronaldo came back within weeks, more determined than ever. By 2003, at just 18 years old, he made a move that shocked Portuguese football, a transfer to Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs on the planet. Sir Alex Ferguson famously said his own players begged him to sign the kid after playing against him in a friendly. That's how obviously talented he was. Even then, at United, Ronaldo transformed from a flashy, step-over-obsessed winger into a genuine goal machine, winning his first Champions League and Ballon d'Or in 2008. Then came Real Madrid in 2009 for what was at the time a world record transfer fee. What followed was arguably the most devastating scoring stretch in football history. Hundreds of goals for more Champions League titles, and a rivalry with Lionel Messi that defined an entire era of the sport. But through all of that individual brilliance, something was missing: the World Cup. Ronaldo's World Cup journey has been a roller coaster of near misses and heartbreak. In 2006, as a young star, Portugal reached the semifinals. In 2010 and 2014, early exits. In 2018, a hat trick against Spain gave fans hope, only for Portugal to fall in the round of 16. Then in 2022 in Qatar, came one of the most painful chapters. Benched for a knockout game against Morocco, visibly in tears as Portugal's campaign, and perhaps his last realistic shot at the trophy, ended in the quarterfinals. Now, in 2026, at an age when most footballers have long since retired, Ronaldo returns for what is almost certainly his final World Cup. Co-hosted across the United States, Mexico, and Canada, this tournament represents his last real chance to complete the one achievement that has escaped him his entire career. Here are a few things that make this story even more remarkable. Ronaldo has scored at every World Cup he's played in since 2006, making him one of only a handful of players to find the net across 5 different tournaments. He's also the all-time leading scorer in men's international football, with well over 130 goals for Portugal, a number that seemed unthinkable a decade ago. Another wild fact: Ronaldo has never missed a single training session due to laziness in his entire professional career, according to multiple teammates and coaches. His discipline around diet, sleep, and recovery is often credited as the reason he's still competing at an elite level well into his 40s, something almost unheard of in modern football. And here's something a lot of fans forget. Portugal actually won a major trophy with Ronaldo, the European Championship in 2016, even though he was injured and in tears on the sideline for most of the final. It's proof that his influence on this team goes beyond just what happens on the pitch. This isn't just about one man chasing a trophy. It's about legacy. Ronaldo has already secured his place as one of the greatest to ever play the game. But a World Cup is the one gap in an otherwise perfect resume, and he knows it. Every interview, every training session, every extra rep in the gym at 41 years old is being driven by that missing piece. For Portugal, this tournament represents a golden generation's last chance to build something special around their captain before he's gone. For football fans across generations, it's a chance to witness the closing chapter of a story that started on a poor island with a kid who almost wasn't born, and could end with him lifting the biggest prize in the sport, whether he succeeds or falls short. 2026 will be remembered as a tournament where football said goodbye to one of its greatest characters on the biggest stage of all. From a struggling family in Madeira, to heart surgery at 15, to becoming a global icon with over 1 billion followers, Cristiano Ronaldo's story has always been about defying expectations. Now, one final challenge remains. Not a Ballon d'Or, not another Champions League. The World Cup, the one trophy that has managed to stay just out of reach for 20 years. Whatever happens in 2026, one thing is certain. We're witnessing the final chapter of one of the greatest careers football has ever seen. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Ronaldo's journey, make sure to subscribe for more World Cup 2026 breakdowns as the tournament approaches. And let me know in the comments, do you think Ronaldo can finally win the World Cup, or will this be another heartbreak? Drop your prediction below.